Your energy field is currently rejecting money, even when you put in the effort. Stay committed and maintain positive thoughts about prosperity. There is an invisible force operating within you, acting like an inverted magnetic shield that repels abundance before it even has the chance to manifest in your physical reality. This force is not your fault, nor is it a character flaw. It is an inherited frequency that silently vibrates within your energetic system, passed down through generations who experienced lack, financial loss, and guilt related to money. As long as this vibrational signature remains active in your field, money will be rejected on an energetic level when your conscious mind genuinely desires prosperity. But there is a precise point where this ancestral programming can be identified and deactivated. In this video, you will discover where this blockage is located in your body, why it was inherited from your lineage, and how a specific vibrational ritual can break this pattern and reopen the flow of abundance within you. By the end, you will feel your field expanding and the resistance to prosperity dissolving. The scarcity you experience did not begin in your mind. It vibrates as an ancestral frequency imprinted in your solar plexus, energy center, where we process personal power and self-worth. This area of your body holds vibrational records from generations who lived through deprivation, financial guilt, and the inability to thrive. Every contraction in this region is an active cellular memory, functioning as a code that tells the universe, I cannot receive abundance. What makes this even more complex is that this programming operates beneath the level of consciousness. You may mentally want money, but your energetic system is wired to reject it. It's as if there are two conflicting frequencies within you, one that desires and one that repels. The science of epigenetics confirms that trauma and emotional patterns are passed down through generations, altering gene expression and creating inherited behavioral tendencies. In Hermetic traditions, this phenomenon was known as the shadow of the ancestors, unresolved energetic patterns that continue to influence bloodlines until they are consciously transmuted. Your body has become a repository for these memories, especially in the solar plexus, where our relationship with power and prosperity is centered. But there is a key to unlocking this programming, a vibrational ritual that works directly with the frequency stored in this area, honoring your ancestral legacy while simultaneously freeing you to embody a new pattern of receptivity. When this code is deactivated, abundance is no longer rejected and begins to flow naturally once again. The guardians of the Egyptian temples understood that prosperity was not a matter of external effort, but of vibrational alignment. They saw the solar plexus as the center of inner gold, the point where spiritual energy transforms into material manifestation. When this center was blocked by loyalty to family patterns of scarcity, the spiritual gold could not descend into physical reality. In the mystery schools, there was a profound concept known as the shadow of the ancestors. It was recognized that each lineage carried both blessings and energetic burdens, passed down through generations as living frequencies. The initiates were taught that to honor the ancestors did not mean to repeat their patterns of suffering, but to consciously transmute them. Hermetic alchemy taught that the real work of gold did not take place in physical laboratories, but in the transformation of the lead of inherited limitations into the gold of realized abundance. The alchemists knew that certain substances resisted transmutation until the practitioner first purified their own energetic field. In the same way, prosperity resists manifestation when the field is still contaminated by ancestral frequencies of scarcity. They developed specific rituals to identify and release these vibrational burdens, restoring what they called the natural flow of cosmic gold. This knowledge was preserved in symbolic codes, waiting for the moment when humanity would be ready to rediscover these ancestral methods of transmutation. And that moment has arrived. Rachel Yehuda, a neuroscientist at Mount Sinai Hospital, demonstrated through her studies with Holocaust survivors that intense trauma alters gene expression, creating epigenetic marks that are passed on to future generations. Their children and grandchildren showed changes in cortisol levels and stress responses, even without having experienced the original trauma. This discovery reveals how patterns of scarcity and fear can quite literally be inherited through DNA. Stephen Porges, creator of the polyvagal theory, explains that our autonomic nervous system functions like a constant safety radar. When there are ancestral records of deprivation or financial danger, the vagus nerve interprets abundance as a potential threat, activating protective responses that block receptivity. Alexander Lowen, pioneer of bioenergetics, mapped how unprocessed emotions crystallize in muscle tissue, especially in the solar plexus. This region becomes a bodily archive, where memories of powerlessness, shame, and the inability to prosper are stored. Peter Levine, through somatic experiencing, revealed that trauma becomes frozen in the nervous system as incomplete energy. When we apply this understanding to financial inheritance, we begin to see that ancestral scarcity continues to vibrate in the body until it is consciously acknowledged and released. What is fascinating is that these scientific discoveries confirm exactly what the alchemists observed. The body is a repository of energetic patterns that can be identified and transmuted through specific practices. The first step to unlocking your inheritance of abundance is to identify exactly where scarcity is vibrating in your body. Close your eyes for a moment and bring your attention to the area of your solar plexus just below your rib cage. At the center of your torso, take a deep breath and notice what sensations arise in this area when you think about receiving a large sum of money. Many people feel a contraction, a tightness, or even a sense of emptiness in that region. This is the physical signature of ancestral scarcity programming. This contraction is not just muscular, it is energetic. It's as if there's a vibrational knot in this area, constantly transmitting the message, "I cannot receive." This knot holds the cellular memory of generations who experienced lack, financial guilt, or the inability to thrive. Each time an opportunity for abundance approaches, this center contracts automatically, sending a rejection signal through your energetic field. To begin dissolving this programming, you first need to recognize it with compassion, not as a flaw, but as an inheritance you carry, one you now choose to transmute. Gently place your right hand over your solar plexus and breathe consciously into this region. As you breathe, mentally honor your ancestors for having survived the hardships that created this pattern. Silently say, "I honor you for surviving. I honor your struggle, and I choose to transmute this pattern so that abundance can flow through me." This loving recognition is essential because you are not rejecting your lineage, you are uplifting it. When you honor ancestral suffering and choose a different path, you create a bridge between the past and a prosperous future. This conscious act of honoring already begins to soften the rigidity of the inherited pattern, preparing the ground for complete transmutation. Once you have acknowledged and honored the ancestral pattern, it is time to rewrite the energetic programming of your solar plexus. Keep your hand on that area and begin to breathe in a specific way. Inhale deeply through your nose, directing the breath consciously into your solar plexus, as if you were inflating a golden balloon in that space. As you exhale, imagine you are releasing all the density of inherited scarcity. With each breath out, visualize a dark smoke leaving that region, carrying away the financial limitations of your lineage. Do this for at least 7 conscious breaths. During this process, you may feel emotions surfacing: sadness, anger, or even relief. Let them flow without resistance. These emotions are part of the release taking place. Now, with your field more clear, we'll begin to reactivate it for abundance. Gently press your solar plexus with your fingertips, making small, clockwise circles. This pressure stimulates the neurological receptors in that area, signaling to your nervous system a new message. It is safe to receive prosperity. As you make these circles, repeat mentally, "My field is open to receive abundance. I deserve prosperity. It is safe for me to thrive beyond my ancestors." This combination of physical touch and conscious intention creates a true somatic reprogramming. Your nervous system begins to register a new vibrational possibility. Continue this activation for a few minutes, feeling the area expand and warm up. When you finish, remove your hand and observe the difference in how your solar plexus feels. Many people report a sensation of openness, lightness, or even an energetic pulsing in that area, clear signs that the ancestral pattern has been broken and a new code of receptivity has been installed. To solidify this new programming and make it permanent, you need to anchor the transmutation through a specific ceremonial gesture. Place both hands over your heart and take 3 deep breaths. Feel the connection between your heart and your solar plexus, creating an energetic bridge between self-love and receptivity to abundance. This bridge is essential because prosperity can only truly flow when there is self-compassion. Now, slowly slide your hands from your heart down to your solar plexus, as if you were pouring golden love into that region. As you make this movement, silently declare, "I choose to thrive with awareness and gratitude. My abundance honors and uplifts my lineage." This gesture creates an energetic seal on the new programming, making it stable in your field. Keep your hands over the solar plexus for a few more moments and feel the area pulsing with renewed vitality. Many people describe this sensation as an inner sun turning on, radiating warmth and expansion. This is the natural feeling of your personal power center functioning without ancestral blockages. From this moment on, whenever an opportunity for abundance arises, your solar plexus will respond with expansion instead of contraction. Your energy field will begin to magnetize prosperity instead of repelling it. To keep this new pattern active, repeat this ritual whenever you feel the old programming trying to resurface. Remember, you are not only transforming your personal relationship with abundance, you are releasing your entire lineage from a pattern that may have existed for generations. When you thrive with awareness, you create a new ancestral possibility that can influence both the past and the future of your family. Your abundance becomes a gift not only for yourself, but for your entire energetic lineage. Kieran grew up watching his mother count coins at the kitchen table, always worried about whether there would be enough money for the next month. Even after building a solid career as an architect, he unconsciously sabotaged every opportunity to grow his practice. Lucrative contracts were turned down due to lack of time, and promising partnerships were avoided because of too much responsibility. His body reacted to financial success with physical anxiety. His stomach would tighten, his breathing would become shallow. It was as if an invisible force kept pulling him back into his family's survival zone. When he discovered the concept of vibrational inheritance, Kieran finally understood that his resistance to abundance wasn't laziness or a lack of ambition. It was unconscious loyalty to his mother's scarcity pattern. During the transmutation ritual, he felt a powerful emotion rise: guilt for thriving while his mother had struggled so much. By consciously honoring her suffering and then releasing himself from the obligation to repeat it, something shifted deeply in his solar plexus. The constant contraction he carried in that area began to dissolve. In the months that followed, Kiran naturally began accepting larger projects. His creative energy expanded, and he started to see money as neutral energy, not a source of guilt. Interestingly, his mother also began to prosper, if his release had affected the entire family field. Kiran discovered that to honor the ancestors does not mean to perpetuate their patterns of limitation, but to elevate them through personal transformation. The greatest obstacle preventing the release of ancestral scarcity is not a lack of technique or knowledge, it is the deep fear of betraying your family by contriving. There is an invisible loyalty that keeps us tied to the financial patterns of our lineage, as if achieving more prosperity than our parents or grandparents were somehow an act of disrespect or abandonment. This fear operates on an unconscious level, creating self-sabotage whenever we approach a level of abundance beyond what our family has experienced. You can recognize this pattern when you feel guilt after receiving money, anxiety in the face of greater opportunities, or hear a voice inside whispering, "Who do you think you are to have all of this?" The key to transmuting this obstacle lies in redefining what it means to honor your ancestors. To honor them does not mean to repeat their patterns of suffering. It means to acknowledge their struggles and use their strength to build something better. When you thrive consciously, carrying gratitude for the foundation they laid, your abundance becomes a tribute, not a betrayal. During the ritual, if guilt or resistance arises, pause and say silently, "I use my prosperity to honor you. My success uplifts our entire lineage." This shift in perspective dissolves the loyalty to scarcity and transforms it into loyalty to evolution. Your abundance ceases to be an act of rebellion and becomes an act of ancestral love. When you feel this truth viscerally, the inner resistance dissolves, and your field finally opens to receive without guilt. What you have just uncovered goes far beyond a prosperity technique. You have accessed an ancestral truth that can liberate not only your relationship with money, but your relationship with the very right to fully exist. The scarcity that silently vibrated in your field was never truly yours, was an inheritance you carried out of loyalty, without even knowing it. But when you honor your ancestors through your own expansion, something powerful happens. You break a pattern that may have existed for generations. Your body now knows a new possibility. Your solar plexus has been reprogrammed to receive rather than reject. Your energetic lineage has been uplifted through your courage to consciously prosper. This is not just personal transformation, it is ancestral alchemy. As the philosopher Rumi once revealed, you are not just a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a single drop. Your individual abundance holds the potential to transform your entire energetic lineage. By prospering consciously, you become the ocean of possibility your ancestors once dreamed of, but could not reach. The ritual you have learned awakens an ancient cellular memory. You were never made for scarcity. Each time your old programming tries to resurface, you now carry the code of transmutation. You are not just healing your relationship with money, you are healing generations. Your conscious prosperity reverberates through time, freeing not only your future, but reconciling your lineage's past with abundance. And when you finally feel this in your body, not just your mind, something irreversible happens. You stop asking the universe for permission to prosper. You simply remember that abundance is your original state, and scarcity was only an ancestral nightmare from which you have just awakened. If this ritual resonated with your energy field, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This helps us expand this frequency of ancestral knowledge to more people who need to awaken. I want to know how you felt the transmutation happening in your solar plexus. Write in the comments, I release ancestral scarcity and open my field to abundance. This declaration energetically seals your new frequency of prosperity. Share this video with someone you know who carries limiting financial patterns from their lineage. Don't leave just yet. Click on the screen now and watch another transformative video from the channel. Remember, when you consciously break your family's memories of scarcity, you're not just changing your life, you're uplifting entire lineages through your own energetic field.